Hey everybody, I'm Jess Nealand. Welcome back to my channel, and this is part 4 of my series that I've been doing on the high achiever body image avatar. If you want to see the first 3, you can go ahead and click the link, and if you don't know anything about my body image avatars, go check out my other videos. Today I wanted to share another common characteristic among many high achievers, which is that they tend to become obsessed with their body control behaviors. So just bear in mind that the high achiever is trying to prove their worth, their moral excellence through their body, right? That's their body image plan, is to gain social status and earn a bunch of social privilege and power by being better than everybody else through their body. So the body control behaviors that kind of get them there, generally in the realm of like food, diet control, and then exercise, is what they start to turn to, right? So they're like, you know, if you study hard, you get straight A's. If you work your butt off in diet, you have the right kind of body. Like in their head, it's all black and white. They're just following the protocol. So a lot of times they'll start with these behaviors in a way that's maybe pretty balanced or moderate or even healthy, like an act of self-care. You know what, I'm gonna cut out like soda for a while and see how I feel. Maybe I'll go for a walk every day, right? But they have a tendency to spiral. And part of the reason for this is that they get a lot of positive feedback when they start seeing changes in their body from other people. So they're starting to feel like, my plan is working. I'm gaining social status and people are starting to admire me, which feels really good and then reinforces the idea that what they're doing is a good thing. It's really working, you know? And then also there tend to be already kind of a predisposed characteristic among high achievers to become addicted to things, to really throw themselves in kind of an extreme way, and to draw significance and meaning from things that aren't actually connected. So an example of this would be like superstitions. You know, if you rub the rabbit leg or whatever it is every day for good luck, then you might feel really, really anxious on a day you don't do it because you have come to associate that action with safety, right? The same thing happens with the high achievers and their body control behaviors. So if they always go for a run in the morning and then they skip it, a lot of times after enough time has gone by of following some kind of rule, the consequences build up in their head. Like if they've only gone for a run every day for a week, probably not going to be too attached to it. But if they've gone for a run every morning for like 4 years and then they stop, they're going to have so much anxiety about something bad happening. And a lot of times they can't even tell me what they think the bad thing is. It's just this sense of like something horrible will happen if I stop following my rule or if I break my routine. They become really, really attached to the rigidity of the rules that they follow. And so this is how they end up a lot of times with eating disorders, with exercise addiction, with a lot of stuff that comes down to gripping really tightly to body control. And at a certain point, especially if you don't have a lot of other stuff in your life that just feels great, that can become your one source of dopamine. Because it's like, okay, well, I feel like shit about myself most of the time, but when I go for a run, I feel superior. Like I'm, you know, just kicking ass that day and I have my shit together. Or if I, you know, give up dessert and everybody else is eating dessert, but I don't eat dessert, then I feel superior. Like I'm so much stronger and have so much more self-control than everybody else. So it's built into, at a certain point, it's built into the high achiever's sense of self, sense of worth, sense of identity. And so it becomes really, really feels like catastrophic to break these rules and these routines that they have around controlling their body, which, as you can imagine, makes it really freaking difficult to overcome their body image issues and learn to just eat normally, learn to exercise and listen to their body, learn to rest more. Like all of that stuff feels super threatening to the high achiever, sometimes for reasons they can name, like I don't want people to think I've let myself go, and sometimes for reasons they can't name because it's just a part of their almost superstitious attachment to being safe at a certain point, or to being good, or to having a sense of self. So it's really tricky, and it's definitely a huge problem for a lot of high achievers. And I just wanted to share that. If you resonate with that, you are completely normal. And if not, of course, stay tuned. I'm going to give you one more high achiever video next week. And that will wrap up this whole series. So thank you for sticking with me. Go ahead and like and subscribe and leave me a comment if you have any thoughts or questions. And I'll catch you next week.